Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 easy Halloween recipes. These are just in time for Halloween as it's next week, so I hope you get to make these for your Halloween celebrations regardless of whatever you're doing, and if you don't celebrate, make it anyway. So to start the Rice Krispies, you'll want to get a large saucepan and place in the butter and the marshmallows, and then place these on the heat over around a medium or a high heat and stir constantly so it doesn't catch on the bottom. So next you'll want to combine the marshmallow mixture with the Rice Krispies. You can do this either by adding the Rice Krispies into the marshmallow or the other way around, whichever works best for you. I recommend doing it the opposite way to how I did it. So once you've got your mixture, you can then line a baking tray with some grease-proof paper and add in the Rice Krispies mixture into the tray and press it down using a cup measurement or something similar just to get it flatter. Use whatever you've got. So the next step is to make sure that you've got as much of the Rice Krispies in there as possible, and then you want to place this into the fridge for around 5 to 10 minutes just to help it firm up. So once it's had 10 minutes in the fridge, I remove it from the tray and then start cutting out using my Halloween cutters. I used a skull and a ghost, but feel free to use whatever shape cutters you've got. So the next stage is completely optional, but I thought why not add them onto some sticks, as this will save you from getting sticky fingers, as sometimes the marshmallow can be quite sticky. Again, this is optional and you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And to finish these off, you'll want to melt some white chocolate and then put into a piping bag and drizzle it over. Again, you can use milk, white, dark, and even the coloured candy melts if you wanted to, but feel free to customise it to suit your occasion. To start, you'll want to do some prep work by getting your baking tray and lining it with some grease-proof paper, then setting aside until you need it in a little while. So to start the cookies, you'll want to place your butter, your light brown sugar and your granulated white sugar into your mixing bowl and mix this on a medium-high speed just until it's incorporated and well combined. And then you can start adding your eggs one at a time, beating well in between each addition. You will notice a change in the consistency at this point. So once your eggs have been incorporated, you can then add in your dry ingredients, making sure that you sift them in first. You will then want to mix this in on a low to medium speed just until a dough has formed. So next you'll want to add in your vanilla. I forgot to do this earlier on, but feel free to add it with the eggs, and then just mix this in until it's incorporated, and then get the dough and split it between 3 bowls, which are for the 3 colours I'm going to colour the dough. So when it comes to colouring the doughs, I add a small amount of some coloured food gel and then mix it in. Remember that these are pretty concentrated and a little goes a long way. I use purple, green and orange, but feel free to customise the colour and to suit your occasion. So then I roughly divide the chocolate chips between the 3 bowls. You can do this more accurate by weighing it out if you want to, but feel free to do it however you like, and then just mix them in to incorporate them. So for each cookie dough ball I will be using roughly 2 scoops of dough, but I want to get as much of each colour into them as possible, so I scoop up a small amount onto each and then roll the two together and place them onto my baking tray. These do spread, so leave enough room around them. Repeat this until you've got a tray full. I landed up with 2 trays, so you might want to prepare 2. And if you don't fancy like baking all the cookies off now, put them into the ball form and then put them into the freezer, wrap in some cling film, and then you can just take the cling film off and bake them whenever you want them. So if you are interested in any of the recipes that I've made today, I will do a full write-up for the recipes and I will leave it on my blog. There will be a link for that in the description down below, with all the weights, measurements, baking times and everything else you need to know. But at the moment I'm experiencing some issues and I'm not quite sure where, so I'm resolving them at the moment, so see the blog post soon. So to finish these cookies off, you'll want to place a few more chocolate chips on top of each cookie. Again, this is optional, you don't have to, but who doesn't want more chocolate anyway? In the final addition I added some skeleton bones. These were just sprinkles that I picked up. I can't remember where from or how much, but if I remember I'll leave it in the blog post. These are completely optional, so feel free to leave these out. So first you'll want to do some prep work and line your cupcake tray with some mini cupcake liners. So to make the cake batter is really easy. All you need to do is place the butter and sugar into your bowl and beat them together until they are well combined. Then you can add in your egg and beat it together again just to combine the egg. Do the same with your vanilla. Add some vanilla in, mix it up until it's well incorporated, and then add in your food colouring and give it a good mix. You can then sift in your dry ingredients and mix it on a low to medium speed just to incorporate them. Once you see a dough starting to form, you can turn it up a little bit, and if you need to, add a small amount of milk just to loosen the mixture. For convenience, feel free to transfer the cake batter into a piping bag. You can pipe it out into the cake cases then, or feel free to use 2 teaspoons to divide the mixture, whichever works best for you. So now you'll want to fill each cake case around 3/3 of the way full, and then you can place into your preheated oven. All that information will be left in a link in the description to my blog, where I will leave a full write-up for you to see. So to make the buttercream, place your butter into your bowl and beat it for a couple of minutes until it's softer and whippier in consistency. You can then add in around half of your icing sugar and mix that just to combine it in, and then do the same with your other half, and then you can add in your vanilla flavouring, making sure that you've got all of that icing sugar and vanilla fully worked in. So once the buttercream is made, I'll then divide it between 3 bowls and colour each of the bowls a different colour using some colour gels. I used the Wilton brand this time around, but feel free to use whichever you can get your hands on. Give them a good stir to combine. Remember, a little goes a long way. So into my piping bag I spoon blobs of the buttercream. Doing this will get you the tie-dye effect, which is what I'm going for. If you just want to use one colour, feel free to. So once my cupcakes are fully baked and cooled, I can then start piping on the buttercream. As you can see that no 2 cupcakes look identical, and they've all got their own little colour variation. Here are what they look like once they're fully done. Feel free to add some sprinkles at this stage, but I didn't want to add any today. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me. I'll be back next week with another video. If you have any future video suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, or follow me and message me on one of my social medias. All that information will be in the description down below. And yeah, I'm sorry about my recent inactivity on here. I've had a family member in hospital, so this has been pretty much the least of my concerns. Hope you understand, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.